Hey everyone, it's Jono here, and today we're going to be having a look at my Game Wizard 508 game multi-board. It's a solid-state PCB. This of course takes the form of a cartridge which easily slots into your JAMMA harness. What makes this one a little more special than the other solid-state PCBs on the market is that it has a fantastic collection of horizontal screen classics like Final Fight, R-Type and Bubble Bobble, and even some obscure games like Chuka Taizan, which you might have played as Cloudmaster from the Sega Master System in the Western world. But you also get a decent range of vertical screen classics too, like Dig Dug, Frogger, Pac-Man and Donkey Kong, and these will work wonderfully and you don't even have to worry about reorienting your screen. To give you an idea of what's in store, let's start looking at some games, beginning with my favourite, the 1987 Taito classic Double Dragon. This unfortunately is an example of one of the games where emulation leaves a lot to be desired. It's still addictive and playable, but the game runs noticeably slower than the arcade, which purists will certainly notice, along with the imperfect sound effects. I don't classify this as bad news because you're getting 500 wonderful games or more for about $250. You just can't beat that. Golden Axe is emulated pretty well, except there are a couple of sound problems here and there which you might notice when I stay quiet for a little while. I would classify Sengoku as being almost arcade perfect, and likewise Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2 games can be hit and miss, but thankfully aside from running at 95% of its normal speed, it plays very well. This is a marked improvement from the Blue Elf 485 game multiboard, where each Street Fighter game was unplayable due to choppiness and frame skipping. Well, you'll enjoy the rage included here anyway. Strider is at its very best on this PCB, and another game that I happen to like is Hardheads. I don't know if you'll like it too, it's just one of those ones that I grew up playing. I've found solid-state cartridge-based PCBs to be far more reliable, although emulation tends to be better on the more expensive 1000 and 2000 game PC-based JAMMA boards. They're just overclocked Pentium 3 processors or so, and they're not always grounded well, and they can certainly disrupt cathode tube RAM monitors. You might have one that works fine, but there have been many horror stories of them not lasting too long. I've personally gone through 2 already and had to return them.
Mission 1.
Now I apologise for the state of the visuals that are coming through now. That's not the fault of the games themselves, it's just my camera work. Shinobi is unreal. Unfortunately, Shadow Dancer is not. Look, I have to admit, I really want to play this game, but it's just very hard with the same choppiness and frame skipping that I've talked about with other ones. Well, I mean, you'll still like it and all that, but just don't expect perfection. It's far from it. Well, while we're on the subject of ninja games, let's not forget Shadow Warriors, otherwise known as Ninja Gaiden. I love this intro, don't you? And this game is pretty darn good. The only thing I will say about the emulation of the New Zealand story, yeah, it's great, but it's got the same problem that occurs in a few of the ROMs where it just cuts out as you get a certain way through the game. And that's okay, you'll enjoy it until you get there. Wonderboy and Monsterland's audio is only a little bit off in terms of quality, but hey, the only thing I worry about is when I get to the Sphinx, I can't beat him because I can't read the clues or questions because they're in Japanese. So the final word is that this is the best combo board I've come by for its price since the Tornado / Mini Cyclone 360 game printed circuit boards. You get a great selection of games for a very reasonable $250 or so, and I'm told that this is suitable for commercial use too, so there you go. Anyway, enjoy your gaming, boys and girls. Have a nice day.